Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done a video, so y'all bear with me. My voice is a little weird because I've been sick, but yeah, let's get into this episode 8. So the episode begins with Sonia and her sister having a little conversation in the kitchen about how she don't want to have another baby, okay? Her husband wants her to have another baby. She does not want to have another baby, and they can't come up with nothing. She's trying to figure out how to get her husband to really hear and see where she's coming from. And the sister says, girl, I'm glad this is your problem and not a problem for me because, ooh. And yeah. Okay, so Sheree meets up with Marlo and later on Kandi at an infrared sauna situation, and they were like, it's the best way for them to lose weight while doing nothing because them two girls don't like to work out. Immediately as Marlo walks in, she starts asking, do you have anything to teach people how to be a better friend? And it's like, Marlo, girl, we get it. We get it. Like, girl. So Kandi gets there and she lets them know on arrival that she will not be participating in today's activities. And it's just like, okay. So Marlo's like, well, girl, would you at least put on your swimsuit so we can take some cute pictures, you know? And Kandi's like, no. And she just, her attitude stank already. And it's like, I don't blame Kandi because I know she knows that Marlo been talking shit and Sheree been co-signing it. But it's like, why even agree to come if you weren't going to, if you're going to kill the vibe, why bring your ass there? Like, you should have said, you know what, let's meet up somewhere else. Let's meet up here. Let's not go over there and take our bad energy into the people's establishment. Because why did she even go? Like, that was weird to me. Like, why even come if you knew you weren't going to participate? But whatever. So Marlo nudges Sheree and she's like, you gonna tell her what we've been talking about or whatnot? So like Boo Boo the Fool, Sheree steps up and is like, you know, Kandi, we used to be part of the Smalls. I've known you the longest. We used to get along great. I done been to your family holidays and yada yada you. And girl, you didn't come check on me when you heard what happened to me and Tyrone. Now, I'm not going to lie. Seeing Sheree stand out, sitting, you know, seeing Sheree get stood up in her fur, that had me in my feelings. Like, I felt really bad for Sheree because I love me some Sheree. Sheree's an OG. I love her. But girl, ain't nobody calling to check on you about nothing. You knew you shouldn't be with no damn Tyrone. Ain't no sympathy for that, girl. Stop it. You've been living your life. You ain't been on the show since what, season 10? So you was away from the show for a good 3 years. How often did you talk to Kandi? Like, cut it out. Don't talk, oh, Kandi didn't check on me. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. How many times have you, because I've seen more pictures of Sheree hanging out with Portia than I have of her and Kandi. But girl, whatever. You did not need Kandi to check up on you. You're only saying this because Marlo is nudging you to say it. Cut it out. Marlo starts giving her, you know, story, which is also really sad. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. You know, she called her sister with her sons there to try to convince her to go to inpatient to get some help for her mental health. And the sister kind of had a moment. Ooh, I was about to say a word I ain't supposed to say. But her sister had a moment and she threw a chair and she hung up on her and the nephews, and that was really sad to see. So I can understand that, yeah, Marlo, you feeling sad and you want your friends to check up on you, but Kandi ain't your damn friend. And you know that. You know that, but girl, whatever. Like, y'all aren't friends. You guys are not friends. Y'all are fooling yourself. Even Sheree and Marlo, who I think they do have a genuine good situation. They have a nice relationship. When y'all aren't filming, y'all hoes don't be talking to each other. Like, I will say this, though. I do believe Marlo wants to have a close friendship with each of the girls. I really believe Marlo wants that. But Marlo, sometimes the way you go about shit, girl, you make things stink. You really do. Like, people don't have to keep telling you you a grown-ass woman how to conduct yourself. If you're doing stuff to people that they don't like, they're not going to like you. And they're not going to accept it because that's just how you are. No, if you're doing stuff that irritates people, they're not going to fuck with you. No, Kandi didn't know what happened with you, and Kandi wasn't checking on what happened with you. Y'all gonna have to figure that out. But we tied. But anyways, Kandi gets upset and she starts to cry. And she's like, I'm frustrated with you guys and this and all. They instantly run to her and like, no, we don't want you to cry. And they start hugging her. And it's just like, Kandi, you supposed to be the queen. A little pushback and you crying? I thought you was the queen. See, I'm a crybaby myself, so I understand tears, but I didn't understand why you couldn't just say to these girls like, yo, my dreams are coming true. I'm living my dreams. I'm working. I'm grinding. I don't have time to check up on y'all every time something happens. If you want to talk to me, call me. You couldn't just say that to them without crying? That's why, Kandi, I don't know about you sometimes, girl. I don't think you the queen like your husband say you the queen. Because it really wasn't that serious. You couldn't simply say to them, if you want to hear from me, call me. I'm busy. If I pick up, okay. If I don't, I don't. I'm living my dreams. That's not going to stop because y'all got issues in y'all life. You couldn't just say that? Anyway, so over at Sonya's house, she's preparing a meal for her husband, and she really can't cook like that. So her mama kind of coaching her from the sidelines, like, girl, season the back of that fish, okay? And her little boy is over there. Oh Lord, I see. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna see why she's content with just one, cause child, the little boy he was testing his mama, but anyways, ooh. Low. Anyways, she makes the meal. Grandma takes baby. Ross comes in. She looking real nice. Food is nice. Everything is nice. And she's just telling her husband, like, I don't know. I don't think I could really. I'm at my breaking point. I really do not want to have another baby. What is your position? Has it changed? And her husband is just like so emotionless. Like, she's crying and she's expressing herself. She's bearing her soul. And her husband is unmoved. And so it's like, sir, you don't care? Like, he can't even say to her, babe, I know, you're concerned because of this, that, and that. What happened last time? It's going to be different this time, babe. He don't even give her no kind of reassurance or nothing. He's just looking at her like, yeah, but I still want a kid. So, I mean, he looking at her like that dude was looking at Diddy. That's how he looking at her. She's there crying and sobbing and messing up her makeup. And he's unmoved. It was very uncomfortable. It made me very uncomfortable to watch that. Like, on one hand, like, I remember back on Potomac when Michael didn't want to have a baby with Ashley. I was irritated with that. I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that you want to trick this lady out of an experience that she wanted to be a mom. Why would you try to, scam her out of that experience? But the only reason I can't be on Ross's side, because I understand you want a kid. Like, I don't really know what the compromise on that would be. But he's not even trying to reassure his wife that, this time around it's going to be different. Things are going to be different. I'm going to be more hands-on. I'm going to help you. I'm going to be more supportive. He ain't got none of that to give to her. So it's almost like, is this real? Is this a real situation? I feel like it's real because she's crying. But he's just there, stone cold, no emotion. Just like, yeah, but I still want a baby and I ain't changed my mind. Girl, you worried about Drew. You need to be worried about this situation. This is a real situation, girl. But anyways. So Sheree is still trying to build Team Sheree. She's like, look, I got to focus myself on this business after Tyrone done showed his behind. Let me get back to the, what's really matters. And she's saying how, she's on the phone with, I think, her new business manager. I don't remember, but she's on the phone with somebody. And she was telling her how, these are all the fabrics. Like, Sheree really has been trying to put in some work. Things just the dots have just not been connecting. But she ain't really been sitting on her ass. She really has been working. And she says in the last episode how things will start, you know, moving forth, and it's always a man, some stanky ass man talking about something, but you know I like you, right? And then it puts a halt on her business, and she's just trying to move forward. And I'm glad that she shared this with us. I'm glad she's being transparent, because everybody been looking at you sideways, Sheree. Like, girl, what is the problem? Like, what is really the tea? So she's giving us the tea. Like, she has been working, just things haven't been coming together like she would have wanted them to. And she wants to own her own business. She says she don't want to slap her name or her face on somebody else's product. And I can get that. I can see where she's coming from with that. But Sheree just hired the people to do the damn thing. Like, come on with it. We need this shit, because she got good ideas. But yeah. So Marlo is with her boys at the archive, and she's saying how they've been testing her too ever since their mama hung up the phone on them. They've been talking back, they've been acting a fool, and she ain't with it. So she's trying to keep her eyes on them, and she really needs to, because a lot of times, I know a little something about raising a son, about raising a boy. Yeah, when certain things happen, that's when they start acting out. And you got to be going up to the school, chasing behind them. I know a little bit about that. But anyways, she's keeping them close so she can keep her eyes on them. And that's what she needs to do. The little boy was talking back. I don't like disrespectful kids. Little boy was talking back to Marlo. And Marlo's really trying to have a conversation with them. And it's like, I know Marlo's antics, a lot of y'all not here for him, but I really feel like this story needs to be told, and I'm really glad that we're watching it. You know, we're getting a little glimpse of that, because what she's going through, that shit is relevant to a lot of people's lives. Like, my heart broke for her when her sister acted a fool last episode, and she grabbed her sons, and she was hugging on them, like, y'all don't cry, and it's like, she want to break down and cry. But she got to look at them and hold it together for them. And that really touched my spirit. I didn't make a video because I was down bad, y'all. I was sick. But I've been watching, though. I've been watching. But, yeah, like, that little older one, too. That older one, ooh. I hope she does get the boys into therapy if they're not already into therapy, because what their mom is going through, that shit is heartbreaking. It really is. But, yeah. So Kandi and Kenya are meeting up at this candle making spot with Monyetta. And I think this is like our second time seeing Monyetta. And I like Monyetta because for the most part, she's usually unproblematic. But she kind of annoyed me this episode. We're going to get into that, right? So anyways, they're talking amongst themselves. And I think Monyetta is back right after her honeymoon. And they instantly get into the conversation of Kandi's toys again. And it's like Kandi is working overtime to make it seem like some of her antics aren't weird. And Kandi, this is what makes it weird. This is what makes it weird. Kandi, just accept that some of the people did not appreciate the vibrating panties. They didn't appreciate you sending Patrick and Safari half naked to their neighborhood to deliver the damn things. It didn't work. Everybody don't have to love every idea you have, Kandi. Just accept it. Give it up, Delicious. Everybody don't have to think that was cool. But anywho, somehow they kind of move away from that. Kenya don't really want to argue with Kandi. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. She don't want to go there with Kandi. She loves Kandi. That's her ally. They don't want no problems with each other. But they move on to the subject of how Marlo been talking shit. Marlo been talking shit, and now Kenya and Kandi, I'm gonna have to get y'all together a little bit, because I think last episode Kenya was like, "Oh, Marlo is working overtime to make me look like I'm a bad friend." Kenya, Kandi's opinion of you is not gonna change because of nothing that Marlo has to say. Sheree's opinion ain't gonna change about you about nothing that Marlo has to say. Sheree goes with the wind, okay? Sheree is a follow the leader type of bitch. She not even gonna remember none of this shit happened by the time y'all get to reunion. She's not gonna stop liking you because of nothing Marlo has to say. But for you to say that Marlo was working overtime to cause a problem between you and Sheree, what are you doing now coming to tell Kandi what Marlo said about her? Are you not doing the same exact thing? You doing the same thing. You coming to tell her about what Marlo has been saying when Marlo has already told Kandi to her face how she feels. Like, she's already told Kandi these things. She told Kandi about the used clothes. She told Kandi about Kandi don't check up on her, and she wasn't a good friend to Sheree. Like, they already had that conversation. So they've resolved it to some level, and now you're coming to tell Kandi more stuff. Well, what do you think that's going to do? Is that not going to make Kandi be upset with Marlo? Isn't that the same thing you're accusing Marlo of doing? So it's the day of Drew's Drop It With Drew event, and they're doing, like, I guess a boot camp workout day. Child, I don't know. But they doing something. And of course, as soon as the girls are arriving, everybody got something slick to say. And see, this is where y'all get on my nerves. Because the moment somebody says anything about bedroom Kandi or the old lady gang or whatever, Kandi gonna get the shaky voice and start crying. Anybody say anything about Kenya Moore hair care, Kenya gonna want to take your head off. Anybody say anything about any of these ladies' businesses, by Sheree gonna get upset and she gonna get in her feelings. You say something about Archive, Marlo gonna get upset and get in her feelings. Why y'all do this? It's like either we gonna be shady and everybody laugh at the shade or enjoy the shade, or shut up. Because y'all all do this to each other and then y'all cry when it's your turn. I don't even damn like Drew, but I didn't like how they was coming at Drew for this business because, yeah, the business is a little janky. It's a little not quite right. However, I felt like we already knew that this was a paid partnership. Like, I felt like we knew that from the offset when she first introduced this business this season. I was always under the impression that this was someone else's business and she was the face of it. So now they're all over here acting like, oh, she's using a poster board from such and such. And what's the real name of this venue when Drew's not here? It's like, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I automatically assume that most of these businesses on Housewives are paid partnerships. Like when Karen did the RPG show wigs, we knew that's not her business. That's not her company. She was the face of that particular, arrangement. Okay. What difference does it make? Like, who cares? But anyways, the girls are all being shady. And I know it's going to come back up later. And y'all really making me defend Drew. And I don't like that. I really don't like that, but whatever. So side note, Sheree has on these She by Sheree leggings prototype. And Sheree look good, but Sheree always look good. I think Sheree always look good. Sheree, though, she has a little bit of some shyness there, which is weird to say, but she is a little bit shy about her booty. But bitch, you look good. So everybody's asking about the leggings and all of this other stuff. And she's like, this is a prototype. And she's starting to get a little spring, summer a little bit. Because she ain't really got no answers for y'all. Y'all can't purchase the leggings, okay? But it's not the leggings. Sheree's body is on point. And that's just something can't nobody take from her. She been looking good. This reminded me of when, I think this was season 2, when they was doing the belly dancing class, and Nene was like, Sheree, all that booty and you can't shake it. I don't know why, but it did. Sheree booty looked good. Okay, she looked, yes. Kudos to Sheree, okay? So Sonya pulls Ralph aside and she says she wants to get his perspective because she likes him about this whole if they should have another baby or not situation. And see, Sonya, you full of shit, girl. Sonya, you want us to believe you've been with your man for 20 plus years. Y'all done lived all this lifetime together without Drew and her husband. And you now all of a sudden you need Ralph's opinions. For why? For why? Why do you need Ralph's opinion? Ralph don't barely damn know your husband. Why do you need his perspective on what? You wanted camera time. And now you starting to make me think that when you had that accident and you called Drew, did the producers make you call Drew or did you call Drew because you wanted more camera time? Because the more I think of it, like, yo, Sonya, you got something funny. You doing some funny shit, girl. I don't know about you, Sonya. But anyways, Kandi, she really wants to rehash this conversation with Marlo. Marlo walks in and walks right past her. And she's like, oh, she ain't even speak to me. And she's saying this to Monyetta. And it was just like, Kandi, Marlo already told you to your face what was said. And you started to cry. So why do you want a part two? She already told you, like, she tried to have this conversation with you and you started crying. Your voice started getting shaky. So, anywho, at some point, Marlo says something to Kandi, and Candy's like, oh, you ready to talk to me now? And she was like, I've been talking to you. And she was like, nah, you walk right past me. And she starts saying how, yeah, I heard that, you know, you gathered the ladies around to, you know, try to have a campaign against me, whatever. And again, I don't feel like Marlo, like, I'm not gonna lie, okay? Marlo is being annoying. If I was Kandi, I would be irritated with Marlo as well. I would be frustrated with Marlo as well. Marlo is she's being a nuisance. She is. Sorry. However, it's like, I don't think she's trying to turn the group against you. I don't think that can be done. Kandi, you know your position in the group. She can't turn anyone against you. Everybody is bucking. Everybody's kissing your ass in this group. There's no way she can turn anyone against you. So you're being dramatic by saying, oh, there's a campaign against me. It's like, Kandi, girl, stop. You the queen, aren't you? Why are you worried about people talking? Like, this is what the show is about. Like, hello, you're not new here. So it's weird to me when she's saying, oh, it's a campaign, but I noticed those are exact same words that Kenya used. So I'm looking at them a little sideways. She's saying how, yeah, you gathered everybody. And Marlo was like, so was there new information? What are you trying to say? It starts getting a little warm. It starts getting a little sticky. And they decide to put that conversation on pause because the workout situation is about to start. Child, they don't even get nowhere into the workout. And Todd gets a phone call. He tapped Kandi like, we got to go get your stuff. And a cuckoo bird then hopped over their fence trying to get access to their house. See, y'all be playing with y'all a lot. Y'all doing that shit in Georgia? I don't know what Georgia's laws are, but I think they're very similar to our laws here in Texas. You will get popped. Why are y'all jumping over people's fences trying to go to their house? Y'all play way too much. So later on, they show the video of the clown, and he's talking all this nonsense, talking about he is a Beyonce's relative, and he T.I.'s son, and he Kandi friend, and he a circus and a clown. And I just really, I don't know why, and I might be reaching, but I felt like Drew's assistant got something to do with this man. I bet you if they did a deep dive, they would find out that him and Drew's assistant, they are in cahoots. Because he was talking just as crazy like Drew's assistant was talking. I don't know. I could be reaching for the stars and the moon. But immediately when I saw that little snippet of him talking that talk, I was like, yeah, this is a clown. He not crazy. He know what the hell he doing. He wanted camera time, and too bad they blurred your face, you fool. And come over, gonna hop over somebody's fence, and she got her children in that house. Y'all lucky, because Kandi got the money. She should have had security shoot y'all. But anyways, back to this workout. This workout is, I think, in intermission or it's complete. I really don't know, but I think it was done. I think the workout was done, and they start asking Drew more questions about her business. And again, I don't fool with Drew like that. But y'all being annoying. Y'all being real annoying, because if everybody starts doing this to everyone, I don't want to see nobody crying and voice cracking. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Because it's annoying. But anywho, they start grilling Drew. Drew brings her partner to come in and ask questions. And they're all acting like Scooby-Doo. And they're like, oh, see, we got it. So Drew is just the face of this. She has nothing to do with the business. But like I said, I feel like we knew that already. I feel like we knew that already. She said from the beginning, these people reached out to her to do this program. Instantly, does that not say paid partnership to y'all? People have been losing over 100 pounds. How would that, like, obviously Drew haven't been a part of this thing from the beginning. Like, maybe y'all common sense is off or something, because duh, this is not her business. She's the face of it. But anyways, Monyetta takes this opportunity to say, oh yeah, me and Kandi was talking about this. That was a sloppy segue. That was a very sloppy segue, but okay, girl, because it got the party started. She brings up the whole thing with Kandi, and everybody looking at each other like, what the fuck? Like, I get Kandi is your home girl, and you want to look out for Kandi. I get that. But, it was weird. It was weird. It was like you was starting mess, and maybe you didn't realize it was going to go where it went, but girl, it went there, and thank you. Congratulations to you, because you did that. I guess. So Kenya pretty much tells Marlo, yeah, girl, I told Kandi what you was doing. I took I took the information back accurately, and pretty much she ain't fucking with you. Now, Kenya, that was weird. I feel like that's a really bold statement to make. You should have let Kandi make that statement herself. Like, let Kandi tell Marlo, I ain't fucking with her. Because Marlo was like, well, shoot, does that mean I'm going to have to move out of Atlanta? Like, I ain't going to be able to live my life because Kandi not fucking with me? And Kenya's, like, really proud of herself. And it's just like, girl. Let Kandi say, if Kandi wants to tell Marlo, bitch, I ain't fucking with you, let Kandi do that. Like, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. And y'all already know, Marlo don't do rejection well. She don't do rejection well. She don't do abandonment well. She does not do it well. If you want to get Marlo off her rocker, reject her, and you gonna see the other side of Marlo, and that's just what we got to see. So of course, Marlo goes off. She starts bringing up Mark Demon. She starts bringing up Kenya's fake booty. She brought up, what else she brought up? I don't know, but she brought up everything that Kenya don't like. And Kenya's gone on. So Kenya was like, that's the Marlo we know. That's the Marlo I know. There she go. Talking all that stuff. Girl, I'm perfect. And she said, you should have told Mark you was perfect. And they start going back and forth. And I don't like when they do that to each other, but that's what the fuck they did. They start going back and forth. And I'm telling you, when Marlo mentioned the fake booty and Mark Demon, Kenya was over it. Kenya was over it, and she was like, you pitiful bitch, and bloop, 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 bloop. She had all the smoke for Marlo. Now, Kenya, this is why I'm at to tap you on your shoulder. Kenya went so far to be like, bitch, you will get fucked up in here. And I'm just like, Kenya, that ain't a good look. Kenya, that's not a good look, sis. Kenya, that's not a good look, okay? First of all, you really want to go there with Marlo? And I love Marlo. This is no shade, but Marlo, I'm not fucking with a bitch that cuts girls' faces. I'm not doing that. Let me tell you something. A bitch that will cut you, girl. I ain't fucking with Marlo. I'm not fucking, not on that level. I ain't fucking with Marlo. No, but on the realness, on some serious, on some real tea. Kenya, you can't be going around talking about, oh, we use our words, non-violence, and Portia's an animal because she pulled your hair and yanked you off the stage and all this other stuff, and these people are bad, and then you be getting violent too when you get upset. You can't tell somebody that they will get fucked up. Like, that's not an empty threat. You can't tell nobody you will get fucked up and then not fuck them up. Because I'm sorry, if somebody tells me that they will fuck me up, I'm going to take that very serious. Like, I know, I believe in using your words, okay? I don't be out here fighting. I stopped fighting a long time ago. That's why I like to stay to myself, because I ain't got time to be in these streets fighting nobody, because jail is a real place, okay? And I ain't got time for all of that, okay? I don't have time for all of that. And I'm not the type of person that's gonna lose. I'm not losing no fight. And so that might make me have to do some shit I shouldn't do. So I ain't out here trying to fight like that. But you can't tell nobody you gonna fuck them up and then not fuck them up. What, Kenya? after what happened, season 6 reunion, I can't believe she told that girl that I will fuck you up. You gonna get fucked up. You can't do that, Kenya. And then Marlo got her hands behind her back. Now, I don't know where y'all from, but when somebody is bucking at you and they got their hands behind their back, they want you to give them the slightest of a touch, and they gonna steal off on your ass. They will take off on your jaw. That's what that meant to me. So yeah, Kenya, I don't know about that one. Kenya, girl, that's like strike 2 as far as I'm concerned. Because you did that same shit to Ramona on Ultimate Girls Trip. The way you jerked that girl arm up and you shook her, you know you couldn't have done that to no black girl. You know you couldn't have done that to nobody black. So that I was already side-eyeing you from that moment. And then you doing all of this in Marlo's face, talking about some, I will fuck you up, you will get fucked up. I'm not the same girl. I know y'all be doing a little acting, a little bit of improv. Yeah, I ain't really like that too much. I really didn't. Like, I feel like Marlo, I don't know. I feel like Kenya, you kind of know you was wrong. That's why you got upset. Because you was doing the same shit that you was accusing Marlo of doing. I don't know. Like, really, both of y'all need to go sit in a timeout. Y'all both need to go face the wall and sit in timeout. Because y'all was both out of order. Y'all really acted a fool in them people establishment, and that wasn't right. But anyways, this is my theory. My theory is Kenya had a perfect body. She took her ass to get she went and got some butt shots because she probably don't have no fat. And the butt shots, they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They didn't settle right. And even your good friend Kandi can confirm that something weird is going on with your booty. She said that herself. So... and I just think she don't like nobody drawing attention to it because she know that's a really big imperfection on her part. She had a great body. She wouldn't have fucked it up by putting butt shots in there. And I don't know if she's getting them fixed and dissolved, worked on, waiting for nature to take its course so it can dissolve on its own. I don't know what she's trying to do. But I do feel like there has been improvements. Because it don't look like what it was looking like season 6, season 7. Season 6 and 7, girl, you was looking a mess. So I do think... she's been working on it. That's why when she said her butt wasn't fake, yeah, I don't think she has implants. I think she has butt shots that went bad. And she's not, we all have stuff that we don't want people to pay attention to. But the problem is, Kenya, you can't be talking about Marlo got chia pet. What is it, chia seeds on her edges, that she's a chia pet. She ain't got no edges. She bald headed. And then think she's not going to talk about your booty. You gonna talk about her not having edges, she gonna talk about the one thing that she can talk about, which is your butt. And she know it's gonna bother you, just like it bothers her that you talk about her edges in her wig or whatever else. If y'all gonna insult each other, then both y'all be women and take it on the chin when the other one says something. But don't get mad and try to say, oh, that's a testament to your character. No, save the lecture. Because you do it too. She does it and so do you. Y'all both do it. You done called her a hoe and a prostitute so many times. So when she calls you and Kandi hoes, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for neither one. Kandi, Kenya, Marlo, y'all all grown. Y'all all do this shit to each other and then want to cry foul when it's your turn. And we sick of it. Marlo calling them some hoes. They done called her a prostitute. It is what it is. I know for a fact you could be a damn virgin. If you call me a hoe, I'm going to call you a hoe, your mama a hoe, and her mama a hoe. So I'm really not mad at Marlo for calling them hoes. Because I didn't do a video on them other episodes. But I'm not mad at Marlo for calling them hoes. Y'all done call Marlo a hoe. I mean, Kenya, girl. You sat up there and said that girl had a square reader between her legs. But you mad because she talked about your booty? Yeah. We not finna do this with y'all. Y'all too grown for this. Either y'all gonna be shady or y'all not gonna be shady. But stop acting like victims, cause none of y'all are victims. There's no victim in sight. I'm not here for it because I feel like y'all know what Marlo gives. This is Marlo. This has always been Marlo. Y'all know that Marlo is always gonna start for going. She's gonna go at the jugular. I'm kind of like that too. I don't have time to trade insults back and forth. I'm just gonna say something really, really rude the first time. I don't have time to go back and forth with you. That's just not what I do. That's not my ministry. I'm gonna start in hell. That's where we gonna start. We gonna start in the gutter. The people like take it to the flow. No, I'm not taking to the flow. I start there. So I kind of understand Marlo because I'm the same way. Like, if you don't want me to insult you, don't insult me, and then we gonna get along just fine. But the thing with Marlo, like I said, y'all know what Marlo gives. Marlo has been messy from day one. Marlo wants to push the storyline along. Marlo is going to start some shit. If Portia was here, she'd be fucking with Portia. She wouldn't have time for any of y'all. But guess what? Portia ain't there. So she gonna play with y'all. She gonna play with y'all. If y'all didn't want Marlo to be this way, y'all should have checked Marlo last season. Last season, when Marlo was like, oh my God, Kenya don't like me. That was the perfect time for Kandi to check Marlo and say, Marlo, girl, you go too far. You say things that are not right. And Kenya has every right to never fuck with you again because you mentioned her mama. But y'all didn't do that. No, instead, Kandi, you were trying to facilitate peace. But if you're gonna, you have to tell the truth. If you're gonna be friends with people, you have to be honest with them. You can't move forward by sweeping shit under the rug. When Marlo was giving Nene the business and Portia the business, y'all loved it. Y'all ate it up. And now she's doing it to y'all. Now y'all sick of her. Now she getting on y'all nerves. This is what y'all wanted. And now y'all got it. I don't know what to say. Y'all wanted Marlo around and Marlo was here. And especially Kandi, I ain't never understood how Marlo was the person who ignited the who said that. I sat up there and said that Kandi was a big mama, that Kandi was a lesbian, that Kandi was a hoe, that Kandi was tricking her money off, that Kandi was having men drive her car. Marlo been saying this about Kandi since the beginning. Even with the whole, who said that? Marlo started that shit. Marlo's, right before they got to that dinner, Marlo was saying, yeah, Kandi a lesbian in the closet. But then got to the dinner and they threw everything on Portia. Y'all been letting Marlo get away with stuff. So now when Marlo asks for food, I don't hear no complaining about it. That's who she's always been. But yeah, they separate Kenya and Marlo. But I'm saying this though, Kenya, stop talking that shit. But somebody test your gangster and pull your card. Because you was talking real tough, talking about something you was going to fuck her up. That's the same shit you did in Anguilla. In Anguilla, you was trying to fight Portia. And everybody was thinking you was going to beat Portia ass. And then fast forward a year later, then it was like, oh, she is violent. Oh my God, she doesn't belong here. She doesn't deserve to be here because we use our words. I agree, use your words. But also don't be telling people you're going to fuck them up. I'm just saying. But anyways, do we really care about Drew and Sonya's conversation? Drew, how you going to tell that girl she got to have a baby for her husband? Girl, shut up. But you know what? I'm not going to say Drew should shut up. Because Sonya, you know, but why was you even having this conversation with Drew? That didn't even make no damn sense. You have your mama and your sister and whoever else you've been friends with. You have, what was her cousin's name? Was it Yoli? I remember her cousin's name. She had her cousin that was like her right-hand man. Girl, you got people to talk to. This what you deserve for going to Drew with your real life personal business. This is what you deserve for her to tell you that bullshit. But anywho, that's all I have to say. I'm really trying to fight back my coughs. Anyways. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.